Our next two speakers are students from the class of 2013 who were selected by their peers to speak at this ceremony. First up will be Albert Cifelli from the Doctor of Pharmacy class, followed by Gregory Sussinger, a candidate for the master's degree in the coordinated program in dietetics, nutrition, and exercise physiology. Albert?
Thank you, Linda. Hello, distinguished members of the faculty and staff, honored guests, proud families and friends, and dear classmates. I am honored to address you this afternoon. On behalf of the class of 2013, I would like to thank all of you who have supported us on our journey. Thank you for your love, faith, and continued encouragement. Without you, our last 4 years would have gone from challenging to impossible. To my fellow classmates, I would like to take you back to a specific time and place, August 2009, first day of orientation in Wagner Hall G50. Do you remember that class? I know it's a silly question. We all do. And the reason why was because it never had enough wall outlets to charge our bulky laptops. Some of us had to bring extension cords in order to get the power we needed. We single-handedly caused a physical and electrical hazard. It's amazing none of us got hurt. But going back to August 2009, I remember vividly how nervous I was that day. We each didn't know much about one another at all. All we knew was that the individuals that we were sitting next to were going to withstand 4 long, agonizing years. That same morning, a lady came walking into the room, and we soon found out her name, Dr. Catherine Elstad. Her gentle demeanor and positive attitude. She instantly became our pharmacy mom. She taught us the meaning of tough love. I do remember the many hours studying for her pharmacology exams. There were times where all I wanted to do was crawl up into a ball and cry myself to sleep. She was always there for us no matter what, an open door policy. And even if she was busy, she made the time. After classes started, we began sharing study guides and notes a few nights before exams. This was to make sure that we all had the right information. We were the second class to go through our established curriculum. Some of our instructors were blown away by how considerate we were, and how we managed to obtain class averages that have not been achieved by a class in quite some time. It showed through our interactions that we care not only for each other, but for the future of our profession. Throughout our first 2 years in Pullman, we were a very energetic and charismatic class, getting involved with every possible function there was on the WSU Pullman campus. Many of us sitting here today have achieved awards on a local, state, and on a national level. WSU Pharmacy has always been known for its leaders and innovators. Every time we went to a conference, there'd be 1 or 2 people from every school. Wow, you come from WSU. I suspect that one reason that we are a big name is because we have 4 gentlemen graduating with us today. Eric, Kurt, Robert, and Vin, who won the National Business Plan competition just a few years ago. I can say that that presentation those guys gave was better than watching Shark Tank on TV. Then the big move came to Spokane, our 3rd year, a new environment and a whole new set of faculty, which we quickly adapted to. We again became involved in many of the WSU Spokane campus functions, and quickly showed that we were a group that strived to be a part of something much bigger than just being known as pharmacy students. Towards the end of our 3rd year of pharmacy school, I remember walking into class at 8 a.m. in the morning, 3rd cup of coffee in hand. Speaking of coffee, I would like to mention one thing about coffee. You knew what year a pharmacy student was in by how many cups they had prior to walking into class. 3 cups, 3rd year. Anyway, a man came walking into the room, and this man was not new to us. He had talked to our class a couple times before, but this day was different. He walked up to the front of the room without saying good morning and flashed a book into the air, a children's book, The Fall of Freddie the Leaf, a story of life for all ages by Leo Buscaglia. Dr. Stephen Sutter was a man of many words, but this was a different day. He shared with us that day how life can be summed up in this one children's book, and said that it had more power than any pharmaceutical reference we will ever read. It was about getting to know our patients and what they needed, and that the answer was not always a medication. We had many great teachers throughout our time here, and Dr. Setter was definitely one of them. We will always remember him and be grateful for what he taught us. Now, to the class of 2013. We have followed the path of those that have journeyed before us, and we have left our impression on that path for others to follow. Over the last 4 years, we have done many great things, and it is only the beginning. I have no doubt in my mind that each and every one of you will become successful. Even though we may not be able to share notes to help us pass our board exams, we certainly will share the love and support needed to help us get through them. I would like to personally thank Azada for her continued support in many activities I was involved with. You are simply amazing. I look forward to keeping up with all of you throughout the years. And as always, be good, be safe, go Cougs.
It is an honor to have the attention of so many people at one moment. I often end my emails with the salutation, "Thank you for your time." I end my messages in such a manner because I believe it is the most valuable currency every person and every little living thing has to offer. And at this moment, all of you are lending me yours. Time is a fickle thing. Though it is spent, it cannot be refunded. We have moments when it cannot move fast enough, and then suddenly we find ourselves reflecting in astonishment at how quickly it slips by. I mention time because it can be a gift that my fellow graduates and I, through our education, can lend to so many individuals. Nearly 2.5 millennia ago, Hippocrates stated, "Even when all is known, the care of man is not yet complete, because eating alone will not keep a man well. He must also take to exercise. For food and exercise, while possessing opposite qualities, yet work together to produce health." The fact that man knew the interrelatedness of these two activities so long ago amazes me. The qualities that both of these actions possess can so greatly affect our modern civilization. The same civilization that continues to pursue the era of convenience, where food is manufactured, not grown, and exercise is often thought of as an obstacle rather than an endpoint. I hope that we are not exchanging our time wastefully. As those of us graduating today move forward, I hope that we take not a job, nor a career. I hope that we move forward into a calling. I say this because a calling requires passion, and passion is a powerful force. It is an emotion that we must display to our audience, our patients, or our clients, and from it, action will ensue. Action is what dictates outcomes, and action is what is called for to deliver health. Health not just to the ailing or aged, but to our youth. The same youth predicted to have less time than their parents. Whatever profession you new graduates find yourself occupying, I hope that your success is not measured by the money you earn, nor the title you are given, but by the number of individuals you affect and the quality of life you influence. Because what good is it? Time, that is, when it is not cherished. So cherish it, my friends, and use it passionately.